A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to yet another edition of Lunchtime News on Mtv Sports. I'm Shahin Jurangpati, your news anchor. Well, as always, we'll first take a look at your headlines. A threat of main rivers overflowing due to the incessant rain. Schools in Noor to close tomorrow due to the inclement weather. An impeachment motion against the Chief Justice handed over to the Speaker. The National Athletic Championship postponed due to the heavy rains in Colombo. Now for the stories in detail. Senior Minister of International Monetary Corporation Dr. Sarath Amunugama has been sworn in as the Deputy Minister of Finance before President Mahinda Rajapaksa this morning. President's Media Coordinating Secretary Vijayananda Herath stated that Geethanjana Gunawardene has been appointed as the Deputy Minister of Civil Aviation. Well, it has been reported that the entire island is experiencing heavy showers due to Cyclone Neelam. Now, news first made inquiries from the Meteorological Department regarding the prevailing weather. The duty forecaster at the Met Department stated that the heavy rain experienced in the country has been caused by a low-pressure system that has formed in the area due to Cyclone Neelam. Now, transport on several routes has been hampered due to the persistent rains. An official of the Automobile Association, C. Vijay Sekara, said that as water levels in the Kalani and Nilwala rivers are rising rapidly, several areas in Gaul and Kalutara have been inundated. Now, according to Vijay Sekara, roads in Matugama have also been inundated, while traffic on the Dirthalawa-Bandaravilla road has been hampered due to the rising water levels. Now, he went on to say that due to the prevailing weather conditions, around 200 houses in the Udupur area in Putlam have been damaged. Meanwhile, a landslide warning has also been issued for several areas in the island. Now, the Department of Irrigation says that there is a threat of several main rivers overflowing due to the heavy rains being experienced throughout the island. The department has requested the public to be constantly vigilant about the situation. These are visuals of the Ginganga, which has seen a rapid rise in water levels over the past few days. The Department of Irrigation says that the Ginganga had broken its banks in several places. The department says that the river has already exceeded the overflow limit of 16 feet and 7 inches in Tavalagama and the overflow limit of 3.89 meters in Badegama. Meanwhile, the Nilwala Ganga has also exceeded its flood level according to the Department of Irrigation. Several roads in Akrasa have been inundated due to this. The water level of the Nilwala Ganga near Pitabaddara is 3.7 meters, while the water level near Panadugama is 6.5 meters. Meanwhile, the Kalani River has overflowed in the Hangwella area. The Department of Irrigation stated that the overflow level in the area was 8 meters and the current level was at 6.6 meters. Meanwhile, the Assistant Director of the Disaster Management Centre, Pradeep Kodipli, has requested the public to be on alert regarding the weather situation. Well, let's now take a look at the rainfall recorded in several areas of the country up to 8:30 am today. Well, all schools in the Noor district will be closed tomorrow due to the inclement weather in the region. Chief Minister of the Central Province, Sarath Ekanayake, said that the Gautama Balika Vidyalaya in Kandy will also remain closed tomorrow. Central Province Additional Director of Education, Vijay Ratna Veerasurya, said that this decision had been taken owing to the poor attendance in schools. Well, in more local news, an impeachment motion against Chief Justice Dr. Shirani Bandaranaike was handed over to the Speaker of Parliament, Chamal Rajapaksa, this morning. The impeachment motion had been handed over to the Speaker at his official residence at the auspicious time of 10:12 am. It is learned that MPs Pavitra Wanyarachi, Lasanta Alagiyavanna, Shanta Bandara and Arundika Fernando had handed over the motion to the Speaker. Well, investigations have been launched into the death of fish in the Galgamo and Siamalangamo reservoirs. An official of the Galgamo Marine Life Project, SDS Sisira Kumara, said that the fish that are dying are of a specific variety.
Area residents claim that the fish have been dying since last evening. There were also reports of fish dying in the reservoir once before. SDC Sisira Kumara further said that the relevant authorities have been notified about the situation.
JVP Politburo member K.D. Lal Kanta believes that people power is required to protect the independence of the country's judicial system. Now, Lal Kanta expressed his view at a meeting in Kurunegala yesterday. What we need is not a strong opposition. We need a strong public. We need to start this from the villagers. If the people are strong and resolute, then the independence of the judiciary will be protected. I wish to tell all fair-minded lawyers and others in the legal sphere that the government is trying to interfere with the judiciary. We must be united and stand up against this. You have our support and the people's support for this. There is no other solution to this. Online sports news, the National Athletic Championship, which was set to get underway today, has been postponed due to the inclement weather. Now, speaking the news first, Vice President of the Sri Lanka Athletic Association, Sunil Jayavira, said that the championship had been rescheduled for the 13th, 14th and 15th of November and will take place at the Sugatadasa Stadium in Colombo. Moving on to more sports news, speaking to media after the game, Roberto Di Matteo was overjoyed after a difficult few days for the European champions.
Yeah, I think we showed on Sunday already that we've got big characters in the dressing room, and we had to show it again tonight. They showed a big heart and passion and pride to not want to lose this game. It was a very exciting game of football to watch. Typical cup game, quite open at times, and a lot of mistakes from both teams because there were a lot of probably young players involved in this game.
Well, in more sports news, Ulsan will host the Asian Champions League final after the South Koreans beat Uzbek champions Bonyodko 2-0 in their second leg of their semi-final yesterday for a comprehensive 5-1 aggregate victory.
The South Koreans, looking for a first Champions League title, had been heavy favourites to advance after winning 3-1 in Tashkent, but they surprisingly showed little confidence in the early stages on home soil. However, Ulsan, the only unbeaten side remaining in the tournament, improved after the interval, with Kim Shin-wook opening the scoring 8 minutes into the second period with his 6th goal of the tournament. The goal deflated the visitors, and Ulsan scored a second as Lee Kwon-hoo lashed home a sharp shot from the right to double the lead in the 74th minute. Ulsan will face either Al Ittihad or Al Ali in the final on the 10th of November.
Now stay with news first as we bring you details about tonight's cricket match between Sri Lanka and New Zealand. Well, that ends lunchtime news today. I'm Shan Jurangpat and you have a pleasant day ahead of you. Take care.